Well, good morning, friends, and welcome to the YouTube worship service for the Presbyterian Church of Marion in Marion Center, Pennsylvania. I'm Pastor Chris Enoch, and I'm glad to be with you for a short while in these series of videos. I want to share a few announcements. These are mainly, I guess, for people in the Marion Center area. Again, tonight, Susie is doing a Bible study with our youth, junior high, senior high. They're going through the Gospel of Matthew. At 7 o'clock, anyone, junior high, senior high, are welcome to attend. We also are doing a Wednesday night Bible study that has started and is going fairly strong. We are studying the same passages we have been studying on Sunday morning, some of Jesus' miracles from the Gospel of John. We're doing this on Zoom, so it's being done online. And if any of you out there would like to join in, please let me know one way or another, and I'll get the Zoom link out to you. But that is Wednesday evening, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. But know that you are invited if you would like to participate. Next Sunday, we will be having communion at the Presbyterian Church of Marion, and of course, online also. I want to encourage you to spend some time, prayerful time, really contemplating your relationship with Jesus and your relationship with people that God has placed in your path. If you'll be taking communion at home, I just want to invite you to just use whatever you have in your kitchen. Find your own type of bread and beverage. And while there is incredible rich symbolism with what is traditionally used in the Lord's Supper, the church has a long history of using whatever materials are available for the elements that are around us. Anything that's readily available at any given place and time. So feel free to be creative. Use what you have on hand. But the point is, you are invited wherever you are, wherever you might be watching this, to have communion with us next Sunday. For Lent, and I talked about this last week, we are looking at some of the miracles of Jesus. And my question to you is, are miracles still happening? And maybe more importantly than that, do you have an example of a miracle that you either know of or something that has happened in your life that you can let me know about, that I could share during one of these Sundays coming up before Easter? Miracles are happening, and I'd love for you to reach out to me and let me know about anything that has happened in your life. I also mentioned last week at the first Sunday of Lent, I have to say that right, because it's not in Lent. Sunday is not part of Lent. It's a little mini Easter, a little Easter. But that being said, I mentioned last week that Christians tend to use this period of time, the 40 days, not counting Sundays leading up to Easter, to really focus on their relationship with God, to focus on maybe growing as disciples, extending themselves, often choosing to give up something or to add something, to volunteer, to give of ourselves to others. And you know, that's not just an individual thing, it can be a corporate thing also. Idlewild Baptist Church, it's a mega church in Florida, has paid off $38,000 of school lunch debt to Hillsborough County Public Schools and Paso County Schools. And according to Yerusha Benang, the director of local missions at the church, the blessing is really part of a greater movement to be involved in the local schools there. In a statement to the Christian Post, Barang said, "Our church has been very invested in helping public schools in our community." He said, "Before COVID, we were involved in tutoring, mentoring, campus rejuvenation, student supplies, teacher appreciation, and other events like that." And this just isn't the first time that particular church has stepped out on the Bible's call, Jesus' call, to help the poor in their area. When the pandemic first started, the church began giving parents groceries as they picked up their children's lunches. However, that was just a beginning step. The director of outreach says, we just want to be a good testimony of what real love is. We want our community to be curious about what God's love is. If that isn't a good example for Lent, I don't know what is. And may God bless their ministry down there in Florida. So as is our tradition, it's time for our candle dampening reading, and here is Amanda and Kenzie to share it.
So Jesus did miracles.
Yes, he did.
Why did Jesus do miracles?
Probably because he loved people.
Is that the only reason?
No, some people won't believe in him unless they see a miracle.
Is that a good thing?
Well, Jesus wants us to trust him even if we don't see a miracle.
Maybe the day will come when more people will trust in him. But until then,
So we are here to worship, and let's begin our time together.